Welcome back to the show. My name is Evan, along with Michael J. Babcock.
What's up?
Robert Littell.
In the house.
If you're in the market for an insane house, like a mansion with the largest infinity pool in the state of Michigan, good news. One just came on the market thanks to Matt Stafford. The Detroit Lions quarterback is selling his home. I mean, this thing is incredible. It is such an awesome house in Michigan, right on a lake. Like I said, the biggest infinity pool in the entire state. And it's up for grabs for $6.5 million. Now, of course, the pad itself is pretty dope. We're going to get through that in a second. But what's more interesting, there have been all these trade rumors about Matthew Stafford possibly leaving the Lions. You know, they've been hanging out in California a lot. It seems like maybe they're not, destined to stay in Detroit forever. Is this a sign that Matt Stafford is looking to leave the state? His wife, Kelly, says no. There's another reason they want to leave. It has nothing to do with Matt's career choices. It all has to do with the fact that they have young kids and that giant infinity pool we were talking about, plus the fact that the house is right on a lake. So here's Kelly explaining why they put the house on the market, and then we're going to talk about that right after this one.
I just really quickly wanted to address our house being on the market in Michigan. No speculation is needed. We're about to have our fourth child, and I personally do not want to live on a lake or have a pool with 4 children under the age of a little over 3. So that is the reason that it's on the market. It makes us super sad. That house has been incredible. We'll never own another house like it. So it is a super sad thing, but it just makes us feel better knowing that there's no real dangers of having tiny ones running around all the bodies of water. So that is the reason.
Stafford has made $100-something million in his NFL career. They probably bought this house before they had the kids. They thought, oh my God, this is the pimpest place for us to live because it's like the ultimate adult with no kids house. And now all of a sudden they're about to have their 4th kid. And trust me, it is hard wrangling kids once they're up and mobile all day long. I totally understand what Kelly's saying here. It makes sense to me. Do you buy what she's selling?
No. Go ahead, Mike. No, here's why I do, because Matt Stafford, Lions quarterback, obviously, their coach, Matt Patricia, not to get too sportsy here, but he needs to win this year to keep his job. And the way you do that is by going with a guy who is a veteran quarterback who we know is pretty good. So that's why I believe that Matt Stafford is not leaving the Detroit Lions team. And this selling the house can't be about getting out of Detroit. I don't buy it. I believe Kelly Stafford.
Let me present my evidence, right? Now, what she said, it's a good lie, okay? It's a very solid lie because that's true. You don't want little kids by big bodies of water. I understand that. There's nothing wrong with saying that. But my evidence is this. Tom Brady. Remember when Tom Brady put his house on the market and everybody said, oh, it's just investments, it's this, it's that. They had 105 excuses, but the writing was on the wall. And to me, the writing is on the wall for Matthew Stafford. He's had enough time in Detroit. He has a big salary. Matt Patricia, you're right. He may not be there next year. New coach comes in, wants a new quarterback. I think the writing is on the wall. Matt Stafford and his family will not be in Detroit after next season. Mark the tape.
Yeah, you're probably right. Here's the thing on the house. So let's look at this house.
The house is sick.
1.27 acres, 5 bedrooms, 7 baths. It's got a glass elevator. This is the coolest part. It's got an indoor basketball court with the hardwood is actually from the old Silver Dome where the Pistons played. It's amazing.
How much is it? How much they selling it for?
They're selling it for $6.5 million.
Man, that house would be at least $30 million out here.
Oh, in LA for sure.
At least.
By the way, they used to throw they used to, I guess, yeah, because it's not going to happen this year. They throw all the Detroit Lions Halloween parties. They used to they have all this party space in the house. That's what I'm getting to. This is my point. It was a party house. And when you're young and you're rich, before you have kids, yeah, get the pool, live on the lake, have a bar in the house, all this stuff. When you have 4 kids under the age of 4 and 2 of them or 3 of them are mobile, up and walking, number one, you're outnumbered. Number 2, they're curious. I mean, my kid tries to find every single way he can to try to hurt himself. It's insane. He's jumping off chairs. He's trying to, all this stuff. With him, and Matt's gone a lot, right?
Here's the thing. When you make it $30 million, right, you can get some people to make sure you're not outnumbered. I'm sure in a house that big that they're not the only 2 people in it. I'm just saying. I'm assuming there's a couple of nannies, maybe a butler, a driver. I'm not saying that her reasons are not valid. But when you got $30 million, right, you're not handling the kids by yourself. You know, they're not like you and your wife, Evan, who I give a lot of credit to, because you guys are handling a lot of different things, right? But if you had $30 million, right, your office and all of our offices would look a lot better right now, okay?